Man, what's up? What's happening? You already know who it is and what it is. It's your boy Nephew Cutin. If your first time tuning in, this is Beyond the Game, everybody's favorite Monday because you got Beyond the Game starting at 6, and then we lead you right on into Monday Night Football. But before we kick off the proceedings of tonight's show, I want to introduce my guy, the Hood Love Me, aka Hot Dog. Gonna introduce yourself one time for the people.
You know what it is, man. The hood love me because I give y'all all the information you need. I like to present
Hey,
this
man.
show as in the roast of number 4 of Dallas. He no longer is known as his God-given name, Dak Prescott. He is known now as number 4,
He's known now as employee number 4.
employee number 4 of the Dallas Cowboys.
Employee number 4 of the Dallas Cowboys. But man, we got a special guest who's hopping on here with us tonight.
Special
Hot Dog,
guest.
this one's for you, Hot Dog.
A special guest. Whoa! I wasn't informed.
You wasn't informed.
What are you doing? Who's on here? Who we got?
He's asking a lot of questions. You know what? I ain't even gonna do it. I'm just gonna let him introduce himself, man. We got my guy, friend of the show, Drew in the building.
Man, what? No. I was not told this man was gonna be on my show. No. You know what? Hang on a second. You know what, Andrew? Before you get started, I just want to know how many teams from the least are in the playoffs. How many teams from that bum division over there, the NFC South? How many teams from over there in the playoffs?
One.
Oh yeah, one.
I'm gonna let you have that right now because, like I said, I'm gonna let the Eagles fans have their day today. So,
hey man, listen. He made that man shade his eyebrows.
we gonna get to that in a little bit. And then we got my guy, Big Brew, Daniel on the show.
Bro, I would not have been brave enough to make that bet. There ain't no way. I don't even care.
Oh, don't worry. He was sweating for a long time.
I was sweating like a mofo.
Bro.
I texted Q and Ike both after we started 2-5 and sent them a little article I looked up that said how long it took your eyebrows to grow back.
Hey, he was. Hey, Drew. I'll get to that a little bit later on, man. I got so many questions.
I've been secretly been cheering for the Eagles on the low because I wanted to see a Bucs fan suffer. So on the low has been rooting for the Eagles.
Man, but hey, we'll get into that.
All right, let's go, man. What we talking about?
We got my guy Daniel who just hopped on the show, man. Glad you could be with us tonight, Daniel. Man, a lot of stuff went on yesterday, so let's talk about the big topic at hand, which is Antonio Gertrude Brown. I don't know if it's middle name, but it's middle name today.
It ain't Bartholomew, that's for sure.
Nah, that's B Legend's middle name. But anyway,
no, that's any legend in general's middle name.
Antonio Brown yesterday, at the beginning of the third quarter, took off his equipment, took off his shoulder pads, threw his shirt up into the stands, ran around on the field before he exited the field. There's been a lot of different reports coming out, about as to what led up to Antonio Brown's outburst. So I'm gonna throw it over to y'all first. Brew, it's a couple of different questions I want to ask with this whole topic in itself. So the first one I'll ask is Antonio Brown done in the NFL? Did he play his last game yesterday? Daniel, the floor is yours.
I was one of the first people that, I commented that said he retired yesterday, but man, I started thinking, how many times did they give Josh Gordon? Josh Gordon's been in and out of the league about
4 or 5 times, man.
Right. And it's for the same incident. So, I mean.
Yeah, but he never made like a scene or outburst or caused any problems. He just can't stop smoking weed.
You just ruled 5 times. How many times did it take you?
I understand that, but my thing is, man, he's never been a cancer to a team. He's never caused a disturbance. He's never did what he did yesterday. He couldn't stop smoking weed. I can't compare the Josh Gordon thing to this. I'm sorry, I just can't
compare the Josh Gordon thing. Antonio Brown was on a pace to break Jerry Rice's record.
Correct.
Josh Gordon gave us 1 season. He got 5 chances off 1 good season.
That was a nice season.
You're right.
Antonio Brown can still give you 800 yards as the 3rd wide receiver. So, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I'm saying about a 20% chance, but I still think there are some teams that will take a chance on him if they have a strong locker room. But
Q, you see what you done, man?
I changed my stance though. You know what I'm saying? The way he reacted, it's Antonio Brown. What do you expect from him? If I tell you I'm hurt, as me, I played sports, I played football. If I tell you I'm hurt, I could I might be able to walk or whatever, but if I feel like when I take off, something's not right, something's buckling a little bit, I'm not going back in the game. And if you say, well, if you can't go in the game when we tell you to go in the game, then you can't be here. All right, I'm gonna holler at you. Now I'm not going to rip my jersey off and throw it in the stands. And
see, that was unnecessary.
That's the extra.
I'm definitely gonna holler at you. You can't tell me what I feel like.
Do that after the game, not in the middle of the game.
Drew, what's your thoughts, man? Is AB, as Brew just alluded to, did he unofficially retire yesterday?
Yeah, I think he did. If you see more of his actions from today, there's something out there where he talks about Ben Roethlisberger. He thinks he's going to play another year and stuff like that. I think he's having fun with the whole thing. There's been a lot of talk in the group today about it, a lot of posts, a lot of back and forth. I agree kind of with both sides a little bit, you know. If that stuff Arians did, it came out that, you know, he told him to go in. If he didn't want to play, he told him to go to the locker room. Then, you know, hey, who faults AB for leaving? But the show was extra. Yeah, they'd still be talking about you this morning if you walked off the field, but not with all that extra stuff you did. I think that's where he decided in his mind, this is it. I'm done. This was my last chance anyways. I mean, they already were talking about cutting him over the fake COVID card, you know, and when they decided to ride with him for that, it's kind of shitty to pay him back that way, AB. But, I mean, man, do you if he felt disrespected? I mean, I'm a man. You know, if I feel disrespected, I'm not going to tolerate it. But at the same time, I've left the job unhappy before numerous times, and I ain't show my ass like that on the way out the door either.
Hey, man, I'm right there with you. Hey, Hot Dog, is AB done in the NFL after yesterday's antics?
I don't think so. I think somebody will pick him up. There'll be a team out there eventually, somebody riddled team receiver-wise, they'll be injured, and they'll give him a call. Teams, he's too talented for this to be over. Do I agree with how he did yesterday? Absolutely not. I thought he's complete stupid. But like D said, I understand where he's coming from. If he's hurt, he shouldn't play. And like I would have waited to after the game. Like, all right, I would have held a press conference, real professional. That way,
well, he could have talked shit about Arians in the press conference after the game. If you got an issue to air out with the team, do it in the press conference, man.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, Andrew. Is if you got a problem, don't leave a sour taste in their mouth. Be like, hold a press conference, act professional. Like, all right, this is why I did it. This is why I acted the way I did. I felt disrespected. Yada yada yada. But he should not have done. He should have finished the game out. Be like, all right, I just officially quit the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and here's why. But I don't think he's done. I really don't. I think somebody will pick him up. But I'll tell you whose fault this really is. It's Vontaze Burfict's fault for doing him the way he did him in that playoff game.
I told my boss that.
I'm telling you right now, that man, you never heard a word of that Antonio Brown before that. Right. And he got his head knocked off, and I'm pretty sure, did he get stretched out of there?
No, I think
that man was on his way to a first ballot.
I think they just picked him up and carried him off the field. Like,
I'm telling you what, I'm telling you, ever since Vontaze Burfict hit him like that, he ain't been the same.
You see that comment, Drew? I know Dre ain't watching. He probably got work tonight.
What did he say?
Hold on. You talking about he wasn't hurt?
Leaving the field. I told everybody. Everybody's going to say because he did a jumping jack that he ain't hurt. I said that.
Yeah.
Hey, so this is my quick take on it, man. AB missed the opportunity to make himself a sympathetic figure. And this is what I mean by this. Is that if the reports are true that, you know, he told AB, well, if you're not going to get in the game, well, we don't need you. Okay, cool. I'm going to mind my business. I'm going to either sit on this bench or I'm going to leave quietly. After the game, the reporters are going to ask, well, why didn't you go back in the game? I told coach I was hurt. I couldn't go anymore. He told me to get in the game. I told him I didn't feel comfortable going in the game while I hurt. And he told me to leave the field. Boom. Now you put everything on Bruce Arians. Now he got plenty of questions.
I don't like Bruce Arians. You know what? I'm not really surprised by that. I could see Bruce Arians being that guy.
He seems like a douche. And the thing is, to your point, Q, is AB already had the whole narrative on him flipped over that title last year, over keeping everything quiet. He was proving everybody looked stupid, especially after all that John Gruden stuff came out. He was looking vindicated for Oakland.
Until that COVID thing happened.
That COVID stuff hit, and people was still going to give you a pass, and then you did today. And I mean, I like AB. I'm still going to like AB afterwards. Like, I've seen a bunch of tweets and stuff going around. He'd probably be fighting one of them Paul brothers here soon over the summer or something. You see him fight Jake or Aaron, one of the two. So it's not going to change my opinion, but I don't see another team picking him up.
Yeah, I just felt I'm with y'all. Like, okay, feel how you feel. I can't tell you not to be mad about whatever transpired on the sideline. But it's also you have a way to conduct yourself on the way out. Like, you could be upset, be mad, frustrated, all the above, but and then on top of that, you have Mike Evans trying to calm you down. You had OJ Howard trying to calm you down. And you still ain't trying to listen to him. At that point, it's like, all right,
just
bro.
Walked out on your teammates.
Yeah, so now it's like, okay, you quit on us, bro. Like,
he burned that bridge.
I understand you mad and upset. I get that, but you walked, and then I listened to I heard Undisputed this morning, and Skip was talking about the report of him and Brady was having words on the sidelines. I don't know if y'all heard about this.
Yeah, that's what I was about. That's what I was about to do.
Yeah, and Antonio Brown was getting upset, according to the report by Skip Bayless. So
he was throwing to Gronk.
That he was throwing to Gronk too much, and he came to Tom Brady about that yesterday. And AB was like, not AB. Tom Brady was like, "What are you talking about?" And AB, was persistent and like, you back with your boy now, like, I can't get no love. And Tom Brady, I guess, took offense to that and like, waved him off or whatever the case may be. And AB felt some type of way about that. And I think that led up to everything that we seen eventually.
That makes a lot more sense than just be told to get off the field and showing your ass.
Did Gronk play last week?
Last week? I think he did when Antonio Brown because he came back last week.
A couple weeks back. He made a couple touchdowns.
And he had like 100 and something yards.
And that's what's so confusing about what Skip was saying, because he just targeted him, what'd you say, 15 times last game? I think 15 times.
He caught 10 passes.
I think Gronk had a good game yesterday, and I think a lot of the passes Tom was going to early on were to Gronk. And I think that's why, because, NFL is a week-to-week thing. People don't talk about what happened last week. They talk about what's happening right now. And that's probably what Antonio Brown was thinking in his head. Like, oh, dang, I done forgot about last week. I want to know what's going on right now. And that's probably what his beef was. Because Gronk was getting all the love yesterday.
Know what was going on the sidelines after the game.
You know what? It also could be him feeling like, dang, you just threw me 15 targets last game. I can only get 5 this game. Like, what's going on? Not realizing that today's matchup warranted Gronk getting all of these single one-on-one balls. Yeah, plus we was getting our heads bashed into the
Hey man, shout out to Tom Brady for winning that game yesterday, because there is no reason they should have won that game yesterday. No reason.
Shout out Tom Brady.
I told y'all last time.
Because if they didn't go for it on 4th down and kick that field goal,
I think it's over.
I think it's over too.
Now y'all right. I look, man, to all my Bucks fans who watched this, we had no business winning that game yesterday. If this was any of the 3 teams, any of these guys' 3 teams up here, we would have lost that game because it was the Jets, we was able to come back.
No, y'all would have figured out
because it's Tom Brady.
Trust me.
But they let Tom Brady go 93 yards down the field, no timeouts whatsoever.
In like what, a minute and something, maybe 2 minutes or something. There was not a lot of time left.
They wasted some time too.
Anytime too much
that safety, I don't know what that safety was doing.
He basically was throwing he threw to Tyler Johnson. He was throwing to guys that you don't. I guess that
some Grayson guy that scored the touchdown.
He never even played
his replacement.
He never even played college.
Yeah, so I don't even know how we pulled that out, because he was throwing to guys that Tyler Johnson, he gets clocked. He gets some reps every now and then, but the guy who caught the game with a touchdown, man, he don't do, man, he's trash. But anyways, speaking of yesterday's game, but before we do our next topic, which is we fly high.
Who comes up with these topic names? What are you doing?
But before we get into all of that, there was a bet that was placed before the season had even started. It was between Drew's Eagles and Ike. Ike made a bet that they wouldn't make the playoffs. Apparently, we see the bet was eyebrows. Whoever lost the bet, if the Eagles didn't make the playoffs, Drew had to shave his eyebrows. If they made the playoffs, Ike had
Best
to shave
thing
his
I've
eyebrows.
seen all
And
year
all
long.
I'm going to say is this.
Hey, I still
Oh, my
need to see him
God.
in person. I need to see him. I was hoping to be on the show.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So needless to say, Ike is a man of his word, and
Hey,
you know,
man.
That's my dog.
Hey,
He's a man of his word.
you know
That's my
what?
dog.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Hey,
I'm so glad to see a Bucks fan suffer. I'm so
Daniel.
glad. I've been
Drinker, don't
sick and
kill
tired of
me.
y'all all year.
do you
Don't
know who
kill
he
me. I
looks
told
like?
him he could wait till after the wedding. Q, you saw me tell him he could wait.
He looks
Don't
like
he look like Charlie Villanueva?
He
Yep.
does.
He does.
Oh,
Cut the beard off, and that's Charlie Villanueva.
My
right
God.
God.
man. Charlie Villanueva. Yes, he does.
That's who that
Better
is.
you
right
than me,
there.
Ike. Better you than me, my dog.
He said,
Somebody
Adam
say he
Kinsey
looks like a
look
minion.
damn minion. Oh man, but we got
He
before
looked
we
like that dude from the Power Rangers, Zordon or whatever.
before we continue on with this Eagles topic, we got another friend of the show who wanted to hop on her and kick
Man,
it with
stop
us.
adding these Eagles fans on the show, Q. What are you doing?
This ain't even
I
an
didn't
Eagles
sign
fan.
off. I did not sign off on
Tell me it's
this.
Donovan.
This ain't
I
even an
didn't know
Eagles
this was
fan this time. It ain't even an Eagles fan.
Oh,
we got
okay.
we got Green Bay Packers fan Reginald came on.
That ain't no better.
Boy. My boy.
Oh man, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Reggie.
Hey, he's
We can't hear
muted.
you, Red.
Hey man,
There he
Okay,
goes.
so
He's good
the
now.
Reds, we
Frozen Tundra. Frozen
we
Tundra
back.
Reggie.
we got Frozen.
We gonna finish the job
Tundra.
this year, man.
I
I
hope
don't
his
care
internet
who.
goes
I don't
out.
care who Daniel
Nah,
talking about.
Nah,
We
y'all not
definitely wear
finishing
Dog
Dallas.
Garden, you know what it do, baby. We flying
Nah,
high.
we ain't finna. Nah, ain't no job. But anyway, speaking of finishing the job in the playoffs, the Philadelphia Eagles got their little funky 7th seed, the other day by clinching it.
I have never seen a fan base so happy about a 7th seed in my life. I need help
I
understanding.
explained it to you earlier, man. I explained it to you earlier.
NCAA tournament.
So, Drew, I'm gonna let you cook last on this because this is your squad. Hot dog, how far do you expect the Eagles to go in the playoffs?
You know what? Like I said, man, I'm just glad we got two teams from the least in the playoffs because we get talked about more than any other division in football. Last few years, it's well deserved. Right now, I believe they play the Bucks in the first round. Is that correct?
No, right now
Right
they
now,
have
for the end of the day, it'd be LA.
Oh, it's
They
the
got us
Rams.
to-
I'm sorry,
yeah.
the Rams.
Yeah, they got us playing the 49ers.
I don't think they could beat the Rams. I just don't see it.
Nah, right now, y'all playing the Cardinals, brother.
Daddy.
Who? The
No,
Eagles?
right now we're playing the Cardinals.
No, the
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Dallas.
The Cowboys are playing the Cardinals.
Hey.
They got the Eagles
You're
playing
talking about
against
the
the
Eagles.
Rams. They got us
The
playing against
Eagles
the
gonna beat the
49ers.
Rams, bro.
Hey, Q, this is why you don't let people on the show. This is why you don't let people on the show.
Hey,
You
I ain't
hear
even
me.
got to
Mark
cook.
my
I'm just waiting
words.
my
Mark
turn,
my
dog.
words, man. Watch.
But now the Eagles have played good the last 2 months.
The Rams is gonna come into that game.
I give full credit.
Not taking them serious, and they don't get beat. Watch.
I've come to like Jalen Hurts. They've been a solid team, but I think they could beat us. I think they could beat the Bucks. I just don't think they could beat the Rams. I just don't see it happening. It's just we're asking this question a week too early. Because next Monday we'll know what's going on.
Yeah, but at the never mind, I'll get to that in a second.
But I mean, they're in it. They were like 2-5, I believe, and now they're what 9-7, 9-8.
I think they're 9-7. Yeah, 9-7.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. They're 9-7.
They ain't gonna play nobody. So
I mean, but hey, I mean, you never know. I mean,
I know. Daniel, I know you got a lot you want to say, my guy.
I'll be objective on both sides, but go ahead.
So first of all, I want you to address Reggie's comment, and then after you address his comment about the Eagles beating the Rams, tell me how far you expect the Eagles to go. Go ahead, Flo.
I can't believe this man came on this show and said that. D, I'm sorry.
First things first, he just wants people to be able to talk shit behind the scenes in this group chat that we got. He don't really believe it. That's going to happen. 2, you think Matthew Stafford, after all them years he suffered in Detroit, you think he's going to come into the game not taking the playoff game serious? Aaron Donald always takes playoff game serious.
But I don't I don't like Matt Stafford in the playoffs though, because
he was in Detroit.
You can't. Detroit has some good teams though. They weren't all terrible.
Hey, we waited all year. It's put up or shut up time for him. For sure,
But you're right.
Stafford got
But you know what? I love Matt Stafford. I'm glad he's on a good team. I hope the Rams go far. I really do. I just don't trust him in the playoffs.
Now, as far as the Eagles, they got into the playoffs. They had a few close games, but they won them. I don't know how, but then I do. It was the NFC least. But
oh god.
But I think if they play, I'm trying to think, if they play the Cowboys, the only reason I'm giving them a chance is because they're playing them back-to-back weeks.
And we got number 4 quarterback.
I don't really like, for instance, if we have to play the 49ers, I really don't want to play the 49ers week 18 and then the very next week. I don't. So, but if they play us, I just don't see it.
Nah.
I just don't see it.
Man,
we've been running the ball now. If we were just coming out pass like we was earlier in the season, I'd give them a chance because that's easy to defend. But now we run the ball. And on the other side, all they do is run the ball. They got like 3 guys that have over 350 yards rushing. They don't have 1,000-yard receiver. I'm pretty sure we're smart enough to stack the box. Let our corners play man. See what Jalen Hurts can do. He threw 16 touchdowns in 16 games. You got to beat me.
You got to show me.
Yeah.
You got to show me.
Hey, real quick, Devontae Smith's like 100 and something yards away from 1,000.
He's got like 780 or something.
He's got over 800 now. He was less than just Sean Jackson's record for the Eagles was 900. He had like 800 and something in the game. He got like 40 something yards in the game. So he still got like 100 and something yards to get to 1,000. But he hadn't broke the record yet either.
We're talking too much about the Eagles. We got to keep this moving.
Before I let Reggie and Drew cook on this, I don't expect them to go very far. One and done. I don't give a damn what Reggie talking about. And I for damn sure don't give a damn what Drew talking about over there. They run and done. I don't care if they play the Cowboys, us, the Rams, Bryan Station. I don't care who it is. I root for against whoever the Eagles are playing against. I don't care who it is. But yeah, one and done for me, man. Reggie, go ahead. Floor is yours, man. How far do you expect the Eagles to go?
Man, they're gonna beat the Rams, and then they're gonna come to Lambeau and get smoked.
The Eagles signed AB. They might not even.
No,
I'm telling you, man. Look, just mark my words, bro. Matthew Stafford's gonna mess this. He's gonna find a way to mess it up. I don't have faith in Donald's gonna show it up. But Matthew Stafford's gonna mess it up. Watch, I'm telling you. And Melo's gonna be so.
Hold on, Reggie. I got something, Daniel. Let's see how much faith Reggie got. What you willing to put on the Eagles to beat the Rams?
You gotta wait till that game comes out first, though. You wait till next week.
But still, you got them on the show, though.
Yeah, we right. Yeah. So if the Eagles play the Rams, what you want to put on it? If you that confident in the Eagles?
I ain't put no money on the Eagles. How about I put some money in the Packers see the Rams? You already know it.
Hey, I could have told y'all that was coming.
But I'm telling
you, hey, like I told his brother, I'm not ready to sit here and bet on a team that I don't even have no faith in for real.
No, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
I just want to see what Reggie was at with it.
Just remember I said it if it happens, bro. And
you was trying to get somebody else's eyebrows, wasn't you, Q?
Yep.
No, I'm not. I'll never get my eyebrows, bro. My eyebrows is too good, bro. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, man, my bad, Reggie. I was trying to get you to walk around looking like this, man.
Hey, why do you look at the camera like that?
My dude is like a cancer patient, man.
I love it.
Yes, but Reggie, how far you got the Eagles going in the playoffs?
Like I said, man, if they do upset the Rams, they didn't smoke in Green Bay. Just put it that way. If they do, so I'm gonna say they don't win one. I'm gonna say they don't win one. I'm just not betting.
Okay. He get one game. All right.
Only think that's how it would go because I think if the Cowboys win their first game, then they travel to Green Bay. So it'd be hard.
God bless. That's the last thing we need.
Nah, y'all got Green Bay. Y'all got them.
Man, we ain't doing nothing with number 4.
That's really who I want right there is Dallas. Boy, I can't wait.
Lee, I don't want that.
He said, "I don't want that." Drew, big dog, Mr. Eyebrows on 100. The floor is yours. How far do you expect your Eagles to go in the playoff?
Man, you want me to tell you the truth? You want me to lie to you? It's hard.
I want you to tell me the truth and then lie to me.
All right. Well, telling you the truth, man, it's hard to say without the matchup. I like the Bucs matchup, but I don't because Tom Brady, the last time he lost the playoff game, lost Super Bowl, was to our colors. Every time since he's seen us he's made sure to put that on our head. Dallas, man, I don't know. I don't like playing a team 2 weeks in a row. We did just put like half our roster in COVID protocols today. So if we're sitting players and stuff, I wouldn't mind to see Dallas. Here's my problem with LA. The only reason I want LA is for that man below me, for Daniel, because he's dogged my team all year long, been wrong about him all year long. So I ain't the only one that dogs your team, though. The whole world. No, you're not.
He definitely ain't. I've been dogging y'all all year, especially after that week 3 game.
Hey, you know what though? But you three is the only one that showed up today to take the crow. So props to you. I salute to Ralph. I'm sure with his family stuff. Hope everything works out with that. And of course, we rooting for Legends kid. Hope he's showing out. But y'all got to see me. But anyways, to answer
this is your fault, by the way.
To answer the question, I'm happy we're there. Look, man, we were rebuild all year. We were ranked the 28th roster coming into the season. USA Today had us winning 3 games. Look, and then we started 2-5, and man, my faith was real tested. I had faith before the season, and let me be honest with y'all. I didn't have faith because I thought we were so good. I looked at our schedule, and I saw that the back half of our schedule, the teams we had to play, I mean, even if we were decent, we should have been better than them. Now, we did get lucky. We haven't faced a starting quarterback since Teddy Bridgewater, and we haven't beaten a winning team now that Denver lost the other day. Thanks, Ralph, for screwing me on that prediction for them. But I tell you what, I'm happy to be here. I don't think we're going to win a game. We are dangerous, and if we hot, hey. But my fanship's going to say, man, we going to the ship, baby. You already know.
Cut his mic.
He's done. Yeah, he's done. He's done for it, man.
And they say us Cowboys fans are delusional.
Hey, realistically, we ain't winning the game. Oh, okay. Talking to the fans, Drew, we going to the ship, baby.
Oh, okay. That's how it's supposed to be, Drew. That's how it's supposed to. The realistic part of you thinking, yeah, but in my head, we still going to the ship, even though we probably really ain't gonna go realistically. But hey, it is what it is at this point. I think we have too many injuries, too many distractions going on right now. Tom Brady can only do so much with this squad. Like, I really don't like our chances to repeat. So but it is. But we better not lose.
It's set up for Green Bay.
We better not lose no damn Green Bay. I know that much.
I forgot to tell you that, Dan. I don't want to see y'all's defense. I don't want to see Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, and Von Miller and them boys. I think that'd be a quick blowout.
Drew, the way y'all play, though.
Hey, Drew, they ain't nothing, Drew. Don't be scared of them. They ain't nothing, man. If you punch them in the face first, they ain't nothing, bro.
If Stafford's throwing 40 times,
I wanted them to lose one of them games they should have lost. Because if they would have had to come to L.A., I'd have been talking my shit because they ain't beating us in no.
Didn't L.A. play Green Bay this year?
Yeah, they played them in Green Bay. Yeah.
And who won? The Green Bay did. My
bad.
Daniel don't
get right after they beat the Bucs.
Man, Daniel, they got to turn me into a Rams fan.
Yeah, man, come on over here, man.
We all gonna be Rams fans.
Because I'm about targeting y'all Green Bay fans is almost as worse as them Philadelphia Eagles.
Wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Hey, look.
You Bucs fans have been so unbearable all year. I don't want to hear it.
First of all, hot dog, we had a 2-year run. Let me have his 2-year run before we go 20 more years of losing.
No. I ain't gonna let you have it. I ain't gonna let you have it. Y'all got 2 Super Bowls. Y'all still a bottom 10 franchise in NFL
We
history.
got 2 years
I ain't
before
letting
we
you
go
have
back
it.
into the dunk tank for 15 more seasons, bro. Let me have this little run we
Nah,
got.
I ain't letting you have
Hey,
nothing.
Because after
there's
this is
one-
over.
I ain't
with.
letting you
one
have
person's
nothing.
team on here that's been in the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years. I'm gonna let y'all guess who that was.
I mean, I just want my guy to walk out. You know, if he is gonna leave Green Bay, I just want him to leave with Super Bowl. That's all.
Oh,
You say
man,
you
good
think he's
luck with
gonna
that.
leave Green Bay?
Aaron
Only-
Leave with
Rodgers
a
was
title.
supposed to leave the last 5 years. He ain't going nowhere. He gonna
Man,
die
don't
there.
forget
hot
that
dog.
meme him and Devontae Adams posted at the beginning of the season. Don't forget that little meme they posted.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna leave. Well, now did Devontae take his
They
contract?
done.
No, we about to franchise Devontae. That's what they said.
Nah,
Oh, yeah,
bro.
but I'm saying
Aaron
that's their last
Rodgers
time
ain't going
together.
nowhere. Y'all see. He
Shit.
ain't going nowhere.
No, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie.
He gone.
How he's been talking and how the writers been writing. I don't know. If we trade, if
Well,
you see
I'm gonna
Jordan-
say is this,
if you
Hey, and
see
them
Jordan-
writers are
Well, where
doing their
would he
job
go,
because
though?
you're hopeful. Them writers
Reggie,
are doing
if
their
you
job.
see-
I'm just gonna
because
say
if you see
this.
Jordan
My
Love get,
team
if you
writers
see
do the
Jordan
same
Love get
shit.
traded,
Bro,
you think
Jordan
I
Love
see
is
Jordan Love.
trash.
I'm saying,
I
look,
tell you what.
look, where's he going
I
to
tell
go
you
though?
what, Reggie.
Where's he going to go that gives him a better chance
San
to win?
Francisco's the only place that makes sense.
And where's
Only
that at?
place.
Well, and even then, they got Trey Lance, so I don't think that's gonna work because I don't
I
see
tell
why
you
they.
what,
Cleveland makes sense.
Hey,
The
bring
Steelers
him
make
to
sense.
Dallas.
There's a lot of
Bring
that
him to
quarterback
Dallas.
market
We'll
gonna
give
be
him
fun
number
again.
4. Y'all can have number 4. Y'all can have number 4. We'll take Aaron Rodgers. Y'all can have
My
number
man
4.
is not like that.
Bro, that's
not-
not his name. Don't call him that. He is number 4.
He's employee number 4. But speaking
Employee
of
number
Dak
4 of the Dallas
Prescott,
Cowboys.
the Cardinals went ahead and handed it to the Cowboys yesterday. As
Man,
the
they
Cowboys
didn't hand it to the Cowboys. Stop it.
As the
Watch your
Cowboys
mouth.
had a chance to move up and secure
Okay,
that
that's
number
better.
2 seed, but now they done dropped all the way down to 4 with this blowout loss to the Cardinals yesterday afternoon. So with that blowout loss,
Man, I
to
didn't
the
know
Cardinals,
Nick Wright was leading our show today. When that happened?
so with that blowout loss to the Cardinals yesterday, should the Cowboy Nation be confident or concerned going to the playoffs? Daniel, what's your thoughts?
It don't matter if they was 14-2, 15-0. The Cowboys should always be nervous going into the playoffs. They never hire the right coach. They ain't had the right coach
Since Wade Phillips.
I was gonna say Wade Phillips, but
He cost him the game
I love
yesterday.
Wade Phillips as a defensive coordinator, but Wade Phillips' personality is so soft. But yeah,
I just love the people that Wade had around him when he was down there.
Yeah,
He had a lot of good coaches around him.
I give you Wade Phillips, but regardless, y'all ain't had the right coach in a long time. So regardless,
I agree with that.
They had all this talent for all these years, but they should always be nervous because they don't show up. Dak always shrinks.
Number 4.
They pass too much. They got these running backs and they pass too much. They should take more of a Cleveland approach. Their offensive line ain't the same as it was, but they still got a decent old line. They need to be nervous, especially. I just think if they have to play the Cardinals again, as good as their defensive line is, bro, nobody can catch Kyler, bro. Kyler, he's just a different athlete, man.
Little buddy's legs be moving, boy. I tell you what, his little legs just be all over. Man,
but it isn't just Kyler. It's any scrambling quarterback. We always struggle against every scrambling quarterback in the last
beat
few
the hell
years.
out of us.
They struggle against Lamar, though.
That's because Jalen Hurts wants to throw the ball more than he wants to run.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen again.
No,
Nick Sirianni.
As Derek Stevenson said, Ezekiel Elliott runs about a 4.8 or a 4.9 now. So, I mean,
he does.
It's time for Tony Pollard, man.
Here's what I've been saying what the Cowboys should do.
Everybody on this panel could probably get with Zeke in a foot race right now.
Except for me.
Well, yeah, because you got surgery. But other than that, everybody else could probably get with Zeke.
Here's what I've been saying the Cowboys should do all year. I've talked to a few people. So remember back about 10 years ago, there was Marion Barber and Felix Jones.
Yeah.
What did they do? They let Felix Jones run the first 3 quarters. And then when the defense was down and tired, they let the Barbarian take over and run over people in the fourth quarter. Why aren't the Cowboys doing that? Let TP20 run the first 3 quarters. Let Zeke run over. Because Zeke still lands a heck of a punch.
Because they paying him too much money to be a fourth quarterback or a short yardage back.
I understand that. And you're right, Drew. And that's the downfall. But, man, I mean, I could coach this team.
But that does make sense, though.
I feel you.
Let Pollard, tire him out, and then let Zeke bring it home. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time the fourth quarter comes, they ain't gonna want to tackle that man consistently. So he's
Nah.
gonna break consistent.
There's one other reason.
8 to 15-yard runs at a clip. So I mean, that does seem like the smart logic. But hey, y'all got Mike McCarthy, so it is what it is.
No, we got Kellen Moore.
Y'all got Mike McCarthy. Yeah, I ain't got Kellen Moore. Y'all got Mike McCarthy. That's who y'all coach is. But hey, Drew, my guy up top, man. Should Cowboy Nation be confident or concerned going into the playoffs?
Man, you know me. I want to just tell them, nah, you should always be concerned, which they should. It's Dallas. It's that time of the year. The only why I would be concerned for them was the same reason they lost the ball game yesterday. Mike McCarthy. When it comes down to it, his clock management and just the bonehead decisions he makes are at pivotal moments that can shift the guy. I mean, all he needed was one timeout yesterday. The Cowboys would have got the ball back and probably won that ball game. So yeah, I'd be a little concerned. Now we got to see how matchups shake out. I don't see him being one and done. I don't see him losing the first game unless they just get an absolutely bad matchup. I think that I still wouldn't take them past the next round after that. But their coach and with Zeke, the other reason why he's in so much pass protection, they like to throw the ball out. Hell, McCarthy likes to have Zach throw the ball 50 times a game. So as long as he's doing that, Zeke's going to be in there to block.
To me, I'm gonna say y'all should be concerned, hot dog, and not for the reasons that everybody else said. For me, the concern is because when it came down to playing against Super Bowl contending teams, y'all lost every matchup. Now, y'all beat the Chargers, y'all beat the Eagles, obviously. Who else is going into the playoffs that y'all beat?
I think that's it.
That's it. Now, y'all lost to us and the Chiefs, which were two marquee matchups to not only prove to the NFL, but prove to y'all that y'all can compete and beat these Super Bowl contending teams. Y'all lost both matchups. So to me, the cause for concern is just simply because y'all haven't beat any Super Bowl contending teams throughout the season. Y'all beat, Go ahead.
Those are two teams I would like to see again, especially the Bucs. I'd like to see the Bucs again.
Why do everybody want to see us, man? But anyway, so I would be concerned just from the standpoint y'all haven't proven that y'all can beat a Super Bowl contending team in order to make that type of run that y'all need to make. But
it's not even because y'all are down right now. It's the way that we lost to y'all opening night. That's why I'd like to see y'all again.
Want another crack at it. I feel like y'all should want to play the Chiefs more than us because I feel like y'all really should have won that game, to be quite honest with you. But
nah, man, we got employee number 4.
I mean, y'all defense held the Chiefs to 19 points. Y'all supposed to win that game. But anyway,
they won't see them till the Super Bowl. We know Dallas ain't going there, man.
Nah, hell no. I mean, they'll see him on Madden. But Frozen Tundra Reggie, should the Cowboy Nation be concerned or confident going into the playoffs?
They should be concerned because look who their coach is. Drew and Mello will tell you how I feel about this dude.
Oh, that's your guy, ain't it? That's your guy.
No, he got carried. He tightens up when the game gets tight. Even Aaron used to give him looks like, dude, what are you doing? It's not the roster. It's the coach. It's the coach.
The roster. There's nothing wrong with the roster.
There's nothing wrong with the roster.
There's nothing wrong with the roster.
Because if you was the deal, say, I'll put it this way: if you was the deal Harbaugh, who's at Michigan, this roster they would probably in the Super Bowl.
I agree, Reggie.
I was just thinking, Reggie, what coach could you replace and they would have a better record and a better team?
And he's had a roster like that before when he had the 49ers. They got a nice defense. They got players on defense. They got a nice O-line.
The Jones boys ain't gonna give him that
number 4. You want to call him number 4? That is not bad. He's not bad. That is not bad.
I'm not even. I talk about this every week.
He's not bad, hot dog.
Something just telling me not to slam y'all. I don't know what. Maybe
bro, what are y'all? What do people see that I don't see?
Me not to slam y'all. I don't know.
Mello, help me out. What am I seeing that nobody else is seeing?
Dak ain't bad, but he ain't great.
That bro, hey dude, is throwing in the dirt. He's throwing over.
That's just like Jay Cutler or something. Like Jay Cutler can give you a season where he throws 36 touchdowns.
You're right, man.
But when he's in the playoffs, he's good for like one win and it's over.
Is Tyron Smith
That's a
healthy?
good comparison, Mello. Jay Cutler.
What's that?
Is
like
Tyron
Jay
Smith
Cutler.
healthy?
I say it's the coach.
Is who?
The coach is the damn
Tyron Smith. Your left
He
tackle.
played
Is
last
healthy?
night. But here's another problem I have with the Cowboys.
If he's healthy,
When they run the ball, you never see him run east and west. It's always north and south. When they run east and west, they move the chains, especially get Tony Pollard on the outside, he gone. I'm telling you, Kellen Moore got an interview with the Jags this week. I hope he's gone.
Well, you ain't got to worry about that because Kellen Moore won't be your offensive coordinator.
Doug Peterson's going there, brother. I hate to tell you.
I don't know.
What you say? Kellen Moore's going to Jacksonville? Is that what you said?
Doug Peterson.
Kellen Moore got that job locked up.
But you
But
know,
anyway,
I for real believe Kellen Moore gone. But you know, it's funny y'all watch Mike McCarthy on TV. Have y'all noticed John Bones Fossil is always in his ear? The special teams coordinator.
Because that's
I know what you're talking about. But
I'm telling you right now, that's a special teams coordinator, Mello. I'm telling you right now, if Mike McCarthy gets fired or something happen, that'll be our next head coach.
It'll be the interim coach.
It'll be John Bones Fossil, which I like Fossil. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I can't tell you how many times McCarthy want to do something stupid. Do what?
That's why he wanted McCarthy. Yeah.
Jerry's not gonna get rid of him because he's the puppet. He'll do whatever he wants to do.
You got a point.
He's gonna be there for some years. How about?
We would have been better off with Marvin Lewis as head coach.
That's why he wasn't gonna get hard though, because Marvin Lewis, I don't think he's gonna fall for that yes man stuff.
A lot of these owners are going for that. That's why Sirianni's in Philly.
I don't know why y'all didn't go out to Lincoln Riley.
That's who I thought we were getting. Reggie. That's the guy I thought we were getting.
Who'd you say, Reggie?
Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma.
That's who I wanted.
USC now.
That's who I wanted.
You don't want no part of the Cowboys, man.
Don't nobody
that was Lincoln Riley was on record saying that was his dream job.
Where's he at now?
USC.
There you go.
All right, is it my turn?
Paper.
But anyways, man, we got the
Wait. I didn't get to talk.
Oh, go ahead. Tell us about your confidence tonight. Go ahead.
Man, he does this every week.
Talking about Dak.
I'm just trying to tell y'all I am definitely concerned due to the fact that our quarterback went back to the proverbial pumpkin, and he be throwing in the dirt. He be throwing way over their heads. He takes 3.5 quarters to get it going.
He can't run no more. His ankle, I think that's messing him up.
This ain't working. This is not it.
Well, guess what?
Y'all have been a problem.
I don't know why he's in that dumpster fire of a stadium and a franchise and a fan base. And I'm sorry, I got a couple Washington friends that are fans, so I'm gonna take that back.
No. Let him know. One of my best friends is a Washington fan. I let him know every week.
Everything about that team's trash. Dumpster fire.
Hey,
and if I was one of them dudes that fell off that railing yesterday, I'd have been in there like my neck, my back, my neck, and they'd have been paying me today.
That stadium is garbage.
Hey, Mello. Hey, bro. I would have still been laid out there. They would have still had me out there laying out today, bro.
I would have wondered why.
Hey, man. I tell y'all what, I know we be hating on the Eagles fans. We be hating on the Eagles fans getting on our nerves all day. But I tell y'all what, these Bengals fans are unbearable as well.
Hey, my dog, Eagles fans are a close second to Eagles fans today, boy.
These Bengals fans are unbearable. I'm 31 years old. I've only seen the Bengals win one playoff game.
You ain't seen
y'all talk so bad about us, though.
Oh man,
y'all counted us out all year long.
Willie, that damn Vance, they man, I swear that, boy. But I guess when you ain't used to winning, it is what it is.
My boy PJ.
Hey, shout out to the Bengals, man. Who that?
Look.
Shout out to the Bengals. Shout out to them.
Look, Al Strong, who they?
Your coach tried to cost you that game yesterday.
We ain't won since 1990. Give me a break.
That's what I'm saying. I'm 31 years old. They won the playoff game in January '91.
You ain't got much room to talk over there, Bubba.
Who?
Hey,
you ain't won many playoff games since the 90s.
Whoa. Technically, I've seen the Cowboys win 3 Super Bowls.
Oh, here we go.
I said technically. Technically, I've seen 3 Super Bowls.
I thought he was in school acting like the Red Ranger. He gonna say,
"Hey, wait a minute! And I saw number 4, employee number 4, beat Russell Wilson in the playoff 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give you that. But man, little
That's why I
NBA
said not
action.
many.
Kyrie Irving is set to come back here soon. He's at a COVID protocols and whatnot, so he's soon to
Damn, I
join.
should have grabbed that. Come on.
No, you didn't. No, you good. So he will be joining the Brooklyn Nets here soon with his comeback because he's only going to be playing in away games, which the Brooklyn Nets brought him back because their roster was devastated with COVID, which a lot of NBA rosters are at this point in time. So the question is, will Kyrie's return be met with resentment from teammates? Hot dog, go.
God, I'm so tired of Kyrie Irving, man. I'm so tired of this man being in the news. Like, I think Durant is the reason he's coming back. So I think they should be happy to see the guy because another healthy body is just a better chance to win, especially when the healthy body is Kyrie Irving. So, I mean, I would be a little salty that he ain't been there, but, man, I mean, you try to win a championship. Get him in there and let him help you out. And maybe by then, like Melo's been saying, he'll get that plant-based shot. So I think he'll get the shot, some sort of shot before the playoffs start.
Him and Aaron Rodgers on the same thing right now as far as plant-based shots and whatnot. But before I let the Los Angeles Nets and the Oklahoma State Warrior Nets fan talk over there, I'm gonna go ahead and give my take on the whole thing. I feel like I don't think the top tier like LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin, those type of guys, Patty Mills, I think they'll be fine with it. I think when you have the role players on the team, I think they might have some resentment of, well, hold on. Y'all made me get the vaccine. How's he get to play and do what he want to do? And he ain't got no vaccine. And he get to play when he want to play. He ain't got practice when we got to play every game. And this dude gets to come and go as he pleases. So I don't think the top tier players on that team will have a problem with it, but some of the role players might have a problem because they like, well, damn, I had
the
to go
old guys. The old guys.
All this just to play. But like you said, KD wants this. So they're not going to say anything, but I do think it's going to be met with some kind of resentment, just a little bit with Kyrie's return, just on the simple fact that some of the guys are going to feel like I had to go through all of this. Why ain't he got to go through it?
Right.
So is it going to mess up chemistry? Probably not, but they might be a little bit bitter towards Kyrie coming back and how he's being able to come back. Drew, what's your thoughts on it, man?
Man, I agree a lot with what you just said to piggyback off of it. I think the biggest issue, if there's going to be an issue, the biggest issue will be that, I mean, not everybody was down with the shot. Not everybody's still down with the shot, but a lot of, especially players that aren't marquee players that aren't making millions and millions of dollars, they went ahead and got it because it's their livelihood. And
right.
Like you said, they had to go through it. They had to get the shots. How come they had to do it? And now you're going to get to come back and play just because you're Kyrie Irving. So, yeah, that slight bit of resentment, like Hot Dog said, from KD, this was probably a KD and Harden-led move. They probably went and started pushing the management like, look, we need help. We ain't going to win without Kyrie.
Right.
We need to get him in the fold now before we get to the playoffs and try to bring him back then. I agree with Melo. We talk about that a lot, actually, with the plant-based shot. I think that's something he's going to be looking forward to. Also, just because that mayor said he ain't doing it don't mean somebody won't throw a few dollars in his pocket.
Here y'all go.
Every day.
Money talk, man. Money talk.
So, he gets a little money thrown in that pocket. But as far as resentment, I don't think there'll be a whole lot. I think, maybe amongst the younger guys or the older guys who are holding on that are getting paid the minimum. Yeah, they may think it's BS. They had to go through it. But if you are a veteran, then you know how the league works and stars make the league move. So they're going to break the rules for a star every time.
And that's why I was saying, like, the Blake Griffins, LaMarcus Aldridge, those guys is going to understand, like, hey, it's Kyrie. Like, he's one of the faces of the league. Like, they're going to let him do what he wants to do. Right. And then when you have other role players, like you said, who are just, hanging on, trying to get checks, they ain't going to say nothing. They ain't going to make no waves because they're going to get cut. So they're going to keep their mouth shut, but they might, hold some kind of feelings towards Kyrie. Melo, what's your thoughts on the whole situation, man? Do you think he's going to be met with some kind of resentment?
I think the chemistry will be off just a little bit depending on how they implement him into the game. If they this is why I think he might get something. If they bring him off the streets and then Wednesday he's just in the starting lineup instantly, I think some people are going to feel some type of way about that.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't played all year. I honestly I know they won't do it. I would probably bring him off the bench right now. He ain't played a game since last year or since May. So
playoffs when he twisted his ankle.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would probably bring him off the bench for at least 3-4 games. But like you said, the role players, the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th guy on the bench, they might feel some type of way. But if they come to me with some type of gripe, I'm just gonna say, well, shit, can you go out there and give me 27 a game? If you can,
right.
That's a
All
good
of them
point.
combined, they're gonna be able to do it.
yeah, if you can't go, if you ain't part of the 40, 50, 90 club, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Right.
So, other
Hey,
than that,
what'd you say, Melo? Hey, well, if you can give me 27, we'll sit Kyrie down for the rest of the season and we let you go
Well,
all year.
who is that? Who is that, Q?
Hold on, let me see who this is. Right, sure, man. Comment
The
on this.
Miguel.
Drew.
they'll come out the East, but they ain't gonna win.
Yeah, that how'd you know? Yep, that's Miguel. He said, but say it again, Drew. They won't win without him. Won't come out the East.
I still man. I still
they
believe in
need
the
it.
Greek Freak to come out the East. Let's go,
They
Greek
need
How
Freak.
you believe in the Greek Freak? Last year, you bashed the man the whole playoffs.
He's the only man that can take down the Nets. He proved it last year. He gonna do it again.
Did not
Man,
play
hey,
Nets. He played
he
Kevin
took
Durant.
down Kyrie, and that shit was intentional. I've still said it all offseason. He intentionally hurt my boy, and Kyrie's gonna come back and put one in
Hey
him this
man,
year.
you gotta do what you gotta
He
do.
got a vendetta.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Hey, hey, Melo, you gonna know this? Jalen Rose did it to Kobe in the finals, man. You know, hey, gotta do what you gotta do to win, bro. This gotta do
It
what you
didn't
gotta
work.
do to win. It didn't work though, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to win, man. But who's Miguel? Let me bring his comment back up here real quick. But say it again, they won't win without him. I give them a slight chance to come out the East, even without Kyrie. I think Harden, a healthy Harden, and a KD, obviously, I think they can take the East. Now, as far as winning it all, it just depends on who the West matchup is.
It don't matter how long Kyrie plays. He's going to get hurt. It's going to happen.
Here we
We'll
go.
see.
again.
It's going to.
Yeah,
Drew,
if
prove me
motherfuckers like
wrong. The man
Giannis
is
gonna throw
always
their
hurt.
leg into him.
We're cutting out half the game, so it's less likely he gets hurt.
I understand that, and that's why I started my comment by saying I don't care how many games this
I
man
feel you,
plays, he
Al.
still could get hurt some way or another.
He made it through a whole season last year. I'm surprised at that.
I ain't
And
gonna.
Giannis
I
did it
would
on
if I'm
purpose.
Drew. I'm hoping on another star because I'm not hoping on Kyrie. You better just
Hey,
pray
hey,
KD can put up
hey,
60
Drew,
points a game in the
Drew.
playoffs.
You got
Drew,
Patty
we-
Mills. Yeah, all right.
Drew, we got to start for
Patty
you.
Mills.
LA if you
We
wanna make a
hope
trade.
we hoping on Patty
that?
Mills now.
I said we got
What, Westbrook? What,
yeah, we got to
Westbrook?
start for you at LA if you want to make a
Nah,
trade.
man. Hey,
No, we all
hey,
right.
KD probably called Bron after the Christmas game, laughed at him, and hung up.
Nah. This is how the conversation went. He probably picked up the phone and Katie said, "Bro, you ain't got to say nothing. I already know." And that was the whole conversation. That was it.
Hey, look,
You ain't got to say no more. I already know, man. But
somebody said
anyway,
the Lakers need to put Westbrook at the 5 like PJ Tucker.
There you go.
Just get him out the way, man.
I'm enjoying this Lakers struggle.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Put Westbrook at the 5 since you want to rebound so damn much. Get on in there at the 5. Let's see what you really got.
I love it.
But all right, man. Last topic of the day. Here's a quick hitter, and this is we hit on this a little bit earlier, and I hope some of them are still watching. These dang on Bengals fans. What percentage do you give the Bengals to win a playoff game? Drew, go ahead.
Man, so the Bengals ain't had a playoff game since what, Carson Palmer, when the Steelers took his knee out.
No. They won the division about 6 years ago. You don't remember? That's when Montez Perfect about killed
Dalton.
AB.
Yeah. See, I forget. Dang, it hasn't. Okay. I think they've got a better chance than they had any of those years. Besides, they probably got a better chance now than they had since Carson Palmer that year, when they probably should have won a game or two before he got taken out. To win a game,
Yep.
yeah, I'll give them a 75% chance.
Okay, 75% chance. That's all right. Melo, what percentage did you give the Bengals to win a playoff game?
I ain't going that high. I like the Bengals. I like the young Bengals. Burrow's my guy. Jamar Chase is a dog. I don't know, something about Joe Mixon. I like him too, but not in fantasy. But
yeah, not in fantasy.
No.
Nope.
You don't never know what he's gonna do from week to week. But if they host, I was looking earlier, the Bengals can get the 1 seed, which is not gonna happen, but they can get the 1 seed, but they need the Titans to lose and they need the Chiefs to lose. Both of them not gonna lose. Plus the Chiefs go back to Kansas City, they're not going to lose. But if they can get to the 2 seed and host a playoff game, I give them. If they host, I give them a 50% chance.
Well, they're going to host a playoff game anyway because they won the division.
Yeah,
they'll
host.
I forgot about
you said So the fact they're gonna host now, you gonna up your percentage a little bit, Mello?
No,
give them 60, Mello.
What the opponent is now. I can't just throw random shit out here.
55%.
Wow,
man.
Mello looks that up. Hot dog, what percentage you give the Bengals to win the playoff game?
Somebody, because right now they got the 3 seed, correct?
They'll be playing the Colts.
They'll be playing the Colts.
If the Colts come to Cincinnati, they will get a playoff win. And I like the Colts.
Thank you.
I like the Colts.
Hold on, who's gonna win? The Bengals or the Colts?
Unless Jonathan Taylor can run for about 200 yards and 2-3 touchdowns, the Bengals just have too much firepower.
The Bengals is going to do what they did to Carson Wentz the last time they signed. It's just in a different uniform.
So hold on, hot dog. So
Carson Palmer.
So Mello, you sticking with your percentage?
I'm gonna give them, if they play the Colts in Cincinnati. We got another week left. If they play the Colts, I'm giving them 60% chance to win.
My boy.
Hot dog, what you give them, man?
Man, I don't want to see him play the Colts because the Colts are probably my second favorite team in the NFL. I love Jonathan Taylor. I love everything about the Colts except for the quarterback. He is a bum.
Talk to him.
If it wasn't for, I just.
Hush, Daniel.
It's most likely going to be the Colts, right? Most likely.
Yeah,
that's
more than likely.
I'm going to say I give the Bengals a 90% chance to beat the Colts at home.
Damn, you went
90.
It's like Mello said, they got way too much firepower. And I wanted to ask the question earlier.
Go ahead.
Do the Bengals have the best trio of receivers in the league?
It's definitely top 3. I don't know if they had the best.
I'm gonna have to think about that. But
right now, I don't see anybody better. I would have said the Bucks,
Daniel.
but Godwin's hurt.
It depends on
the Bucks if healthy or Tennessee if healthy.
Who's the third receiver in Tennessee?
Humphreys, isn't it?
No, Humphreys is in Washington.
Who's the white boy they got running around down there? I can't remember who it is.
I'm telling you right now, I would take Chase, Higgins, and Boyd over any other trio in the league. And that's even over my
especially
boys.
at the age. Dallas is not your boy's got a former wide receiver core too with Cedric Wilson.
Yeah, even with Gallup out, Cedric Wilson's having a nice year.
That's I took Gallup out.
I like Odell, Cup, and Woods.
Woods ain't healthy right now though.
He's talking about like right now.
Right now going to the playoffs.
It's going to
now going to the playoffs.
Well, obviously I would have taken the Bucks, but they fell apart. That's where I would have taken them, honestly. But
I'm telling you right now, man, this Bengals team is dangerous. They can put up a lot of points. The defense worries me, but they did add a lot of money in that defense, and they've had some injuries on that defense the last few weeks.
Defense is good enough to get stopped.
So yeah, they'll. I like this. I'm more confident about this Bengals team going to the playoffs than I have in recent years. That's even with Andy Dalton and Carson Palmer.
Hey, hot dog, did you put that question in the group page?
I did.
Oh, okay, because that's a great question for real.
Yeah, bump that post because I'm
not to bump that. I want to see if people's.
I got some barbecue water for you, hot dog.
Some barbecue water.
I feel heartburn coming on just seeing you drink that.
So for me, I'm right there. I'm gonna give them a 60% chance to win a playoff game. They be at home. Joe Burrow's hot. With Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are both hot right now.
Rashard Higgins is hot too. He went off last week.
They might be balling.
Like they might be the best 1-2 combo after Rodgers and Adams. Like their connection is right there.
If the Bengals could get that offensive line settled.
Yeah, he's been sacked like 50 times this season.
He's getting killed out there. The offensive line is terrible.
That's where all their money better go.
That's what I was getting ready to say. They
money and draft capital.
Y'all seen that new cat projection?
Didn't you post that?
The Eagles got money though.
Somebody did. It wasn't me. Somebody posted it.
It don't matter. The Eagles are going to draft a cart pusher to draft receiver.
Hold on. There's another thing for you on why I'm so happy. We're in the playoffs and we have 3 first-round draft picks coming up this year.
Shoot, 3 first-round picks in the top 20.
I can't hate on Howie that bad right now. He put this team together.
No, I don't want to hear that. You was ready to run Howie over with your car about a month ago.
All of them after 2 and 5. They could all go. Everybody.
So let me ask y'all a question real quick. Drew, you brought it up. You talked about the cap space that the Bengals are going to have, but the question is, are they going to spend it? Because when have you ever known the Bengals to go out and spend that bag to bring in free agents?
The last couple of years they have.
That's what Burrow said. If y'all heard him talking about why he stayed away from COVID, he said he shouldn't do up here. That's why they have trouble getting and keeping people. It's location.
But you think about it, the last couple of years, they went out and signed people. They signed Trey Hendrickson. They signed DJ Reader. They signed Ojanobi. They signed Mike Hilton, Chidobe Awuzie. They went out and signed some players.
I think they will spend that money. They got a young coach now. They got young players. They got 2 years before they have to pay all those young players. They're going to spend it.
And I'm telling you what, I go to a lot of Bengals games. When they're winning, they're sold out every week.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they are. It jumps in Lexington when they're good.
When they're winning games, like too. Even when they're halfway decent, that place is sold out. There's money coming into that team. For sure.
It is. So, but
they got like the 5th most cap money. 4th or 5th.
Who you say what, Mello?
I said they have the 4th or 5th most cap money.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so
and if that new projection's right,
I do. I hope they spend all that money just because I'm tired of hearing about the damn Chiefs. So I need the Bengals to somehow, some way, start.
I'm just glad the Steelers are terrible now. I'm glad about that. I'm glad Baker Mayfield is who I said he was.
Man,
I don't want to talk about that guy.
A Bengals fan.
What's that, Mello?
If the Bengals somehow win the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be in Cincinnati like I was a Bengals fan.
Hey, Mello, man, you pick me up and carry me up there, man.
I was going to say, hey, Dave, don't be surprised if you look to the left, and I'm up in there too with the Bengals.
Bro, the state of Ohio would explode if the Bengals won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'll go up there and show them how to hang off some light poles and stuff like that.
Hey, man, I'll go up there and celebrate. You know what I'm saying? I ain't too proud. Like, yeah, Bengals all day. Who Dey Nation? We up in this thing. It's got Raiders. Bruh, nah, Raiders ain't it.
I'm telling you what, that Sunday night game, Raiders and Chargers about to be lit because whoever wins that game gets that last spot.
Did you see where they said they could both kneel? Like they literally could kneel every possession and they both get in the playoffs. It's something to do with the points and stuff like that too.
If they tie,
yeah, if they tie, they'll both get in. They could kneel every possession.
Hey man, that's silly. I hope they do it. Do it.
Hey, Adam Kent, Willie Mays, the Bengals somehow win the Super Bowl. We getting a party bus. We all riding up there.
Oh, we going.
Right.
We're
gonna do a BTG party bus, and we gonna all ride up there and hit every bar and everything.
Hey, we gone.
And be just like Drew is right now.
I don't even know how.
What's the Bengals saying? Go Bungles.
I would have been black out.
Bungles.
Bengals beat the Chiefs.
I still can't believe they won that game yesterday. They were down 2 touchdowns.
They tried to lose that game.
They tried, man. That's why I'm nervous about them as their coach. He tried to lose for them yesterday.
He like Mike McCarthy Jr.
He goes for it just to say he was aggressive. Like I don't think
you say, Daniel, it ain't always the move, bro. It ain't always the move.
In the press conference, he said, "That's the way we're gonna play around here." So
the Bengals interviewed Jack Del Rio for the head coaching position. That's who they should have hired.
I ain't going that far.
I think they got the right guy.
NFL's turned into nothing but Madden for real. I mean,
it really is.
On 4th down on the own side of our field. Analytics, it's changed the NFL.
I kind of like it, but only if it makes sense though. Like when you go for it on 4th down, when it makes sense, not just to go for it just because you want to go for it, but when it makes sense,
right. You know why I don't like it? Because the Eagles had the worst percentage on 4th downs this year. I don't know how many times them going for it on 4th down gave me a heart attack this year. Have you seen the one where Jalen got stepped on, threw the ball back behind?
That was nice. That was nice.
I was screaming at my television because I was yelling at Nick until Boston jumped in the end zone, and then I was calling him beautiful motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about that, Adam. I'm talking about prior to y'all getting the penalty, it was it was 4th and go, and y'all were going for the win. It was only like 27 seconds left. If y'all didn't get that penalty,
field goal.
they were gonna go down and kick a field goal and beat y'all. That was stupid as hell.
Yeah.
I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see the game because I was too busy shaking my head at us being down 17-10 to the Jets, and we're figuring out what the hell was going on with that. So I didn't get to see exactly what you guys are referring to. But hold on, let me pull this up.
I saw him talking about it.
Willie said we ran the ball 12 times and beat the Chiefs. I don't know how either. Mahomes' jersey was so clean, and hell, Burrow was sacked so many times his nameplate was gone.
Yeah,
Mahomes was never touched yesterday. Mahomes never got touched.
Donovan said, "Am I high?" He said, "Because is Burrow's nameplate gone?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, his nameplate's gone, bro."
Hey man, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wait a minute, there's something missing. Like, is there something wrong with my screen?
Yeah, they done sacked the boy's name off his jersey. God damn. Man, they was hitting Buddy.
Oh, you thought I was joking. He's been sacked like 50 times.
No, it's bad. It's bad. That offensive line.
Man, I thought he got hurt. I thought they got him hurt.
Man,
yeah, they brought Brandon Allen in for a minute to right before the field goal.
Right on the
Blue Day Nation
too.
If y'all don't get this man some protection, y'all only gonna have him for about 5 seasons. That's it. If y'all don't get
his knee is begging for y'all to pick up somebody.
This year it was his fault. He wanted to take Chase, and I mean it looked like it panned out, but he could have had a few.
Could have had Sewell.
Sewell. Nah, man, Rashawn Slater's killing it.
Slater, that's the one I'm talking about.
That dude is killing it.
Where's he at?
The Chargers.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, I mean it panned out, Daniel. But you know, if Jamar Chase ended up being like he was in the preseason, then everybody would have been killing, you know, Joe Burrow. Why you only wanted him because he was your teammate at LSU? We could have got this player. So it fortunately ended up working out for him.
He's going to end up with over 1,500 yards. He's going to end up with over 1,500 yards, possibly 1,600 yards as a rookie.
Didn't he break Moss's or whoever's rookie receiving yards record?
That was Jefferson.
But he's more explosive than Jefferson. So to me, it was more impressive when Jefferson did it because they knocked him coming into the league because he didn't have the speed.
What shouldn't have been a team that drafted him? What team was that?
Shut the
What team was that?
He's mad because
I got Tourette's for
it is a miracle.
Man, hey, look, I argued with somebody. I think it was Michael Stegall or somebody that's an LSU fan. I argued with him for like a week about how Justin Jefferson was going to be a slot receiver in the NFL. Man,
I'm telling you, listen to me. When the Eagles drafted Jalen Reagor, my first question was, "Who is that?" I had never heard of him.
I knew who he was. I liked
him. He was like, "Bro, he runs a 4.3." I said, "All right,
4.3 doing what? Dropping the
lightning in a box." Man, look, I'm not giving up on him just yet. I called for him to have a good year this year. It has not happened. But here lately, I don't know how much y'all see of our games. Here lately, the past couple of weeks, he's been making some really good plays.
He's nice. He's nice on the screen game. He's very nice on the screen game.
But if he would have caught that damn ball against New York, we wouldn't have been in the situation we're in.
What about Arthega-Whiteside?
Over DK Metcalf? Yeah, that's the inexcusable one for real. My boy, who's one of my sources, was telling me he was telling me that the Eagles, if they were smart, should offer one of those first-round picks for DK in the offseason to set that right. Hopefully they're smart enough to do it because, look, man, Seattle's going to look totally different next year. I'm telling you right now.
I don't think Russell Wilson will be here next year.
No, he's not.
He said he wanted to. I seen the report that came out. He said he wants to. I guess that's his lip service.
I just don't want to see him end up in the Giants. That's the popular destination.
Listen to me.
I want him in New York.
It does not matter if he goes to New York; they will still be terrible.
As long as Joe Judge is there, you're right.
That far.
But if he goes to New York, man, New York
missing a quarterback.
Melo on that team, that roster, they have on paper one of the more talented rosters in the league.
They don't have a quarterback though.
You're right. Daniel Jones is trash.
Horrible. But anyway, thank you for getting up out of here today, man. I appreciate the fellas for kicking it with us today.
Absolutely.
I appreciate Hot Dog. Drew came on here to rep his Eagle squad. Let him get it off his chest about
appreciate
his
y'all having me on.
Then we got Brew with the LA Rams, our Ram ambassador on the show. And of course, you already know who it is, Nephew Q.
That's because the Rams don't have any other fans in the BTG area. There are no other Rams fans.
We got some fans in there.
No, we don't. Mello, it's all you, bro.
I'm gonna tag them later on today.
Y'all tell him, Dan. Y'all do that thing, man. Y'all
listen to me. There's like over 2,000 people in this group. If he could find 3 Rams fans, I ain't impressed by that.
Find a Rams fans for him and tag him.
I'm sure the Browns fans got at least 3 people in our group page too.
But they quiet.
Donovan, if you're hearing me right now, me and Brew meeting up for the Eagles-Rams game if it's in the playoffs. So, Donovan, you better be there.
He ain't going to be there. But anyways, everybody, you can always go back and check the show on the YouTube channel. Listen to it on all major podcast streaming platforms. If you can't check it out on your phone or your tablet or your laptop, make sure you check it on the Amazon Prime channel as well, Beyond the Game. Check it out on the Roku channel as well. But we get ready to get on about this thing. And as always, we want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We out this thing, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.